big steaming wreck. But they're very fast. Young drivers know no fear until the first accident, and then you get respect for things real quick.
AC/DC and singer Brian Johnson have parted ways, and rumors speculating that Axl Rose will be filling in for the postponed tour dates seem to be accurate. TMZ posted the photo of a man believed to be Axl Rose exiting a rehearsal studio, and another photo of Angus Young and the guys leaving the same studio in Atlanta, Georgia. AC/DC's tour reportedly was initially canceled because of damage sustained by Brian Johnson to his ears, and the doctor's assertion that if he continues to play, he'll lose his hearing. Guitarist Zakk Wylde of Black Label Society and formerly Ozzy Osbourne's band talks about the misconceptions about Brian's hearing loss.
That's really sad, man. I mean, because I met Brian one time. He's a really sweet guy, super cool, and then with the hearing thing. But I read the thing, what Brian was saying, it was him being in race cars. You know what I mean? And not wearing his earplugs when he was in the car. And he said he actually heard his eardrums explode when he was in the car because he didn't have the earplugs in. So because he said it didn't have anything to do with music, And I mean, me personally, if you don't have anything aimed directly at your head, that's what it's all about. And headphones. Pete Townsend even said it was all the years of cranking the music when he was mixing the records and making the albums, of just blasting it. So it's right here, as opposed to surrounding you. You know what I mean? Because if you have a 4x12 is a very directional cabinet. So if you step to the side of it, it's especially the bottom ones, because it's only hitting your legs. The top ones is where it's, if you're standing right in front of it, it's just, that'll smash you. So no, it's anything that's not directional. If anything's near you, that's when it's gonna really blast you. It's like an ice pick going off in your head. But yeah, it's sad with Brian. Hopefully it'll get better. But once it's smashed, pretty much.
He also talked about the possibility of a permanent replacement.
Supposedly, Bond was the one that was talking about how awesome Brian was. He saw him playing one night. Bond did. And, he was saying, man, I saw the singer, this Brian Johnson guy. He was amazing, when Brian was doing his band, and that's how they got tipped off on Brian, how they knew about him was through Bond. So, who knows? Maybe, Brian might have one of his buddies who knows that's a great singer and just pass the torch, Just kind of like the whole Malcolm thing, you know what I mean? How they have with their nephew or whatever, So, it's just, it's up to the fellas, but I just wish Brian gets better, though.
The move by AC/DC hasn't come without controversy, as comedian Jim Breuer said that he talked to Brian, who said that he was out and out fired for other reasons. Breuer later retracted that and said that Johnson told the band he was optimistic that the doctor was being overly cautious about his hearing. Apparently the band didn't think so, and we imagine, concerned for Brian's health, decided to part ways. Johnson said to Breuer that he has had no communication from the band to check on how he's been doing, and they never talked it over about his stepping down from the group before he was ultimately dismissed.